Does wearing basketball shoes for volleyball logically and conceptually make sense? Hey, Volley Truthers, this is Coach Johns with the Volley Truth. Today, let's examine the ever so popular debate to volleyball shoe or basketball shoe. All of you know that this channel is about volleyball, but it's also about seeking the truth and the logic behind concepts. The truth is, does wearing basketball shoes for volleyball logically and conceptually make sense? Well, playing volleyball is different than playing basketball or even running for that matter. The movements are different, the demands on your body are different, and what you do or need to perform at your best is different. The two major differences between volleyball shoes and basketball shoes or even running shoes are the soles and the weight. Volleyball shoes need to allow players to move the way the game demands. The weight of a volleyball shoe, it is very lightweight. The lighter they are, the less energy the player has to exert. Now, the difference in the soles of the shoe is a bit more intricate. Now, before we go any further, I want to take this time to stick in this PSA or parent service announcement. If your player is wearing volleyball shoes that expose the ankles, please, I beg you to invest in ankle braces that take a bit of time to get used to wearing, but playing without them versus playing with them and the prevention of ankle injury is so much more worth it. There are plenty of ankle braces on the market, but there are some that are my suggestions, like ASO Ankle Stabilizers. They come in two colors, which are black and white, and different sizes. There are SNEINO and McDavid ankle braces, which are very similar to ASO in shape and size. Active Ankle is popular as well. They also come in braces that protect the foot that has already been sprained. I will leave these links and links to some of the most popular volleyball shoes, such as Mizuno and ASICS and the Under Armour shoe with the ankle support already included, all in the description box below in my bio. Now, on to the soles. Like I stated earlier, the soles of volleyball shoes are intricate. They really are the main part of the entire shoe. Most volleyball shoes have gum rubber soles. Why is gum rubber so important? Well, because volleyball players make a lot of quick cuts, starts, and stops, and play on either a smooth court, shiny court, wooden floors, or even sport courts, which is what a lot of us know. Volleyball players need the best traction they can get. And gum rubber soles, well, they give it. Rubber gum doesn't look like the rubber used in other athletic shoes. It is actually semi-transparent, so our eyes can't really see the difference because, well, most volleyball soles have been dyed or they purposely are blended in to look like the overall design and color scheme of the regular shoe. A good example of this would be like running shoes. Like they don't use this rubber gum because there's a variety of surfaces that athletes or runners use on them, such as the gym floors or like turf or pebble, cobblestone, asphalt, cement, or even dirt. So like regular rubber works best for those surfaces, not rubber gum. Here's a quick tip for all those parents that are new to volleyball or just didn't know. Do not allow your player to wear their volleyball, those very expensive shoes, outside on the ground. This will absolutely kill the traction at the bottom of those shoes. If you are anything like me, this sport has already cost you way too much money to have to invest in more money because just didn't know. So no outside walking with those shoes. Now let's talk about the cushioning. The inner cushioning of a volleyball shoe is also a little bit different than other athletic shoes. Whether you choose a shoe with gel cushioning or a wave technology one thing is for sure, the shoe must be able to absorb the shock that volleyball players put their bodies through with hard landings, quick cuts, sudden stops at every single practice, positional, academy, some people call it, at their games, their tournaments, whatever they're doing. I use the VKTRYs or Victory Performance insoles that have a carbon fiber insole made specifically for absorbing the shock and returning that energy and explosiveness back to the player. But I want you to know, buyers, you have to beware because these can run a bit pricey. But you can also just keep the regular sole in the shoe. But it is very, very important that the shock absorbers are put back into those shoes. That's exactly what these shoes are made for. And it's very important that you have them. And that's why they're built specifically for volleyball players. So inquiring minds want to know, how many baseball players wear track shoes to practice and play in? How many golfers wear football shoes? How many tennis players have you seen wearing cheer shoes to play and train in? Better yet, how many basketball players have you seen practicing and playing in volleyball shoes? So why are volleyball players wearing basketball shoes to perform at their peak level performance during their training and their game? Outside of basketball shoes, shoe companies actually taking time and thought to make a shoe specifically designed for volleyball. Volleyball shoes are best designed for volleyball, which brings me to the main shoe that I see people asking about, the Nike Kyrie Infinity shoe. It is in its 8th prototype, and though they look like the shoe before them, they do have some key improvements that make them the best shoe that Nike has to offer volleyball. The pros of this shoe are the traction, the lockdown, the cushion, and the stability. But there are some cons to this shoe, and those are the comfort and the fit. The shoe is said to be very, very snug and gets tighter when the laces are tied up. So if you have a wider foot, it is suggested that you go up a size. So in the end, parents, make sure any shoe that you buy gives your player the support, the shock absorption, and the traction that they need to perform at their best. Now, here's what we know. Accidents and injuries, they happen, but we can put our best foot forward to protect and prevent. That's all for now, but if you like the content, leave a comment below, spike the like button, and subscribe to my channel.